Hi, Landry, Dalton Landry. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, sir. That's all right, I've got a drink. I brought my own. I always bring my own. I only drink the best. Have you got the best? Have you got the best? Because I always get the best. The royalties are still flowing, my friend. They're still flowing. Sit here? Here? Okay, okay. Can someone get rid of these shoes? Fuck! Sick of...
Hey, Kathy, can you cancel my 4 o'clock, love? Yeah, just doing an interview. Yeah, thanks, love. Yeah.
Who put this cocktail here?
Got a pain in the guts, man. Been sick for fucking days. It's bullshit. Bullshit bad, man. Spewing up. Diarrhea on the dunny, man.
Listen to some Jackson Brown. Smoke a lot of meth and predict weather patterns.
Start the interview. Roll, 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 roll. When I was the front man, let me start. Before you start, let me start. I'll answer the questions. I'll ask the questions. And then I'll tell you the story. The true story.
I love the boys. They're my boys, okay? So I'm, the manager. And so I met the boys down at the old Hillbilly Club.
Well, obviously I started a band. I knew a guy who knew another guy named Stan who sold veggies at the local butcher.
Man, it was Friday. I remember being Friday and we was just talking, backyard type thing. Boys were all over having a drink and shit. And I just remember having a chat with Bruce or someone. He's just, man, let's start a band. I'm fucking, yeah, start a band. Let's jump on that. We could do some good shit together. And so that's your answer to the question, is that's how the band was formed.
Their tone was massive. It was this thick, chunky sound, power chords, like drop deep tuning, major 7 for a little colorful splash, and the riffs were hard rocking. The boys looked great.
I was on my yacht one day, Lake Michigan. I saw some young fellas. They were just on the shoreline doing some fishing. I decided to drive just my yacht straight through their fishing lines. They started hurling abuse. They sunk my yacht. They sunk my yacht that day. So I went down and I paddled over to them, introduced myself, and yeah.
Look, my memory of the time is very hazy. I was on a lot of substances at the time. Clean now. Besides, I occasionally will have a small amount of nice liqueur in the afternoon to take the edge off.
I said, fucking Stan, I need a guitarist, and he introduced me to his auntie, Mel Lindsay, and she put me in touch with another guy.
It was a crazy time, man. I remember the girls. I remember all the girls. One time there was a boy. I won't. I don't discriminate.
Usually, a front woman or front man is at the front of the stage. Yeah. So I would go. Sometimes I would leave the fucking building, and I'd go stand at the front of the building and perform from there.
On Sundays, they would go to church. On Mondays, they would rob banks. It was up and down.
There's a Mexican boy named El Salvador. Who, he was the head of Columbia at the time. Not the record label, but the country.
I was managing a strip club, Sunset Boulevard, 1981. And I drive through in my Ferrari, because I owned a Ferrari. I was very successful in Wall Street at the time. I moved to LA after the crash, 89, Black Friday. I lost all my money. I thought, Jesus Christ, what am I doing? I leave my wife, I leave my kids, and I go out to LA, and I make a name for myself.
I wrote mostly children's books.
I was driving back my Ferrari, and I stop. I see a man. I pull into the petrol station, the gasoline station, and I say, fill up the car, boy. He fills it up. He does a great job. I say, get in the car. You're hired. You're going to be my personal assistant. You know what his name is? Rock Montana. I'm very successful at the strip club. I'm very successful at the strip club. I have a Ferrari. I've got multiple girlfriends, models, porn stars. Be great actresses.
I said, I want to be the best frontman there ever fucking was, A lot of people have criticised, I say, love tunnel. It's not actually about a love tunnel, It's about, a coal mine in the 60s, and a lot of people got trapped down there.
Love Tunnel, well, to me, Love Tunnel is, right when the volcano is about to blow, it's bubbling up, it's rising up, and just goes.
The studio. Good question. Can I get another drink? Bring me the drink. Yes, thank you.
I'm the front man. Do you know what I mean? So when people look at a stage, there's me, and there's a bunch of people behind him. So it's like, who's the real writer?
On the record, yeah, man, I just went in there, just laid down some beats, and a bit of hip hop, bit of that, just spat some bars. Like, yeah, I'm coming out of the grave, I'm getting back up, I'm doing it again, I'll do it another time. It's in me, and it's in some people, and it's just in me more than the others,
It smelled a lot like feet in the studio. Dalton, he was a sweaty man. He'd be having his breakfast and he's beating in sweat.
Well, I don't remember writing him. You see, it's not like a physical thing, picking up a pen, putting it to paper. It's more spiritual,
I remember it was early 90s at the time. Vanilla Ice had just released his big hit, Ice Ice Baby. And I said at the time, this is the direction we need to go in. Rap. Rock said, no, let's do folk. And then we decided folk rap.
I take a few drugs, peyote, camel hair. Go out, hang out with a few Indians, and come back and check your pockets, and you've got some scribblings.
The thing about back in the day, there was session musicians, so the studio had their own musicians. They wrote the songs, they played on the track. You ever heard of the Wrecking Crew? Yeah, it wasn't those guys.
Where am I?
It was very sexy. A lot of my tightest pants were when I was in the band. Known as Tight Pant Man.
Spent a bit of time in Supermax. I mean, it's all conspiracy, but like, what's prison? You tell me. I mean, can people breathe in space? Nah. Can people breathe in prison? Yeah. I was there for a bit, I'll admit it all. And yeah, I've lost a lot from it. Had a baby, haven't seen her for a while.
Dalton comes across, he's this fucking wanker, but, he always, claimed that he wrote all the songs and that, didn't want to give me no money for it, yeah.
Finch, good guy. A good guy. I actually, I ran off with his wife.
Oh, Dalton was.
I hated that guy.
Finch just fucked me over.
Because I was a better guy. I was the better looking guy. I was more sexual. I was more charismatic. I had more money than him, frankly. And more brains and more smarts. And I hated him.
Dalton was a pussy, man. He got me in for a couple of sessions on the drums and a couple of, drips and draps, I suppose you'd call it. I'm a creative fucking genius, like, I'm the guy, and I don't get paid enough. Don't get any royalties, man.
There was a, bit of kerfuffle. People in the band weren't getting along too well, especially Dalton. Dalton always wanted to tell everyone he wrote all the songs, yeah. And I mean, to a certain extent, he wrote the guitars, the bass, the drums, the keyboards, did all the percussion instruments, whatnot, and sometimes wrote the lyrics.
Oh, my memories of the gig. I remember I was backstage. I just worked my way through the better part of 3 bottles of Jack Daniels. And I'm there naked, completely naked, on the ground, crying like a little baby. And I remember my nanny came in, because I still had a nanny at this stage. And I said, wipe my bottom, mommy, wipe my bottom, nanny. And she did. And that's the last memory. I blacked out. I was hospitalized for several years in a coma.
I haven't eaten since '93. Food makes people fat.
I didn't know they were midgets. I just thought they were children.
Well, you know, the world really does miss the boys, and the show is going to be their biggest production to date. Big visual, you know, show. We've got lasers and 50-piece orchestra, and we're gonna live stream it to Africa.
I would expect the exact same thing, but probably, you know, where the rest of the guys are probably a bit older, and you know, I pretty much look the same because of my facial structure and my time spent in the Mongolian Alps.
Because that other rock, Montana fuck, I haven't spoke to him since 1991, and I don't want to see his face again. Sure, we're doing the tour together. We're doing the tour, but I'm not going to be in the same room. There's going to be one room and another room. He's in one room by himself. No one's there. I'm on stage. I sing. I dance. I perform. I can't even play guitar. Doesn't matter, because I got people at the back playing the guitar. I bring the rock. I bring the roll. Yeah? That's 2. Rock, roll.
Well, we're getting the Pepsi sponsorship, so in a way, yeah. The show is actually just for money for us because it's been a long time between paychecks.
No, not for monetary reasons, really. I just really miss those guys. You know? They were my rocks. Rock was my rock, you could say. This reunion is going to be something really special. I think all the guys are really excited. Looking forward to seeing Robbo again. I've heard he's been really good.
I haven't heard nothing about no reunion, man. I don't have a phone. I don't have Facebook. I'm not allowed it after I got out. I don't have a home. It's all good, but they'll probably help me out, man. And yeah, we'll be fine. It's all good.
I'm an entrepreneur these days. I have a lot of eggs and a lot of pies.
Have $3 million, you can do anything. So, you know, why not do a documentary?
One more question. I gotta go. I got a jumping castle business that's absolutely phenomenal right now. The kids are all loving it, and it's making a lot of money.
They're all gonna be there.
I'd love to say it's for the music, but it's not. I haven't listened to music for a long time. I don't care for music anymore. I'd love to say it's for the money. I've got the money. I'd love to say it's for the girls, but again, I've got the girls. I've got a whole level of my house of girls. Why am I doing... I'm not doing this anymore. What am I doing this for? I'm not doing the tour. Cancel the interview.
We're hoping to get Nirvana. Dave Grohl's. You said it again. Street hot. Hot man. Hot fucking door. We edit.